Welcome
Welcome
to Shade
to
in the
Shade
City.
in the City.
I'm Treese.
It's Nels.
And today we are getting right back into the foolishness that is before the 90 days. We are on episode 9. And apparently they decided to take a 2-week break. That's why you're a little delayed getting this review, because there's no rush. You don't have anything else to watch. So
we took a break.
But yeah, so we're bringing you the review, and I think we'll see you not this Sunday, but the next coming Sunday for the final episode, which I think they kind of already closed some stuff out in this one, but I'm excited to see how it ends. So yes, let's get into it, guys, and let's get shady.
Use my glass. I've been sipping.
Well, we get right back into Jasmine and Hanson, because you do not deserve Gino.
Yes, Trace, you read my mind.
So this scene, hold on, let me put the timer on because I might lay into Hanson's ass. Now,
you read my mind.
This particular scene, I was really pissed off because when she's like, "Did you share naked pictures of me?" And he's like, "No, what would make you think that?" I think me and Nels always touch on this in any relationship show we cover. I cannot stand a liar, especially when you lie to my face, because most of the time when a woman asks you a question like that, she probably already has the answer, and she's just waiting for you to confirm to see whether you're going to lie to her or not. And
I think she went as far to ask if he sent naked pictures to his ex. It was a pretty specific question.
And he's like, "No, what are you talking about? I'd never do that." So finally he, starts looking in the phone. She's like showing him, because clearly she already knew he did. And then he's like, "Well, maybe I sent it, but I sent it to,
show you off.
Show you off." And I was so disgusted, Hanson.
Out of revenge.
Jasmine is so not here for that BS, and she pretty much storms off. And basically lets him know that she could never trust him again. And I absolutely understand where she's coming from. I think that was such a breach of trust. And Hanson, I don't know why you out here. I don't know why you out here acting like you Hugh Hefner or somebody, but you are not him, and you do not have his money. So for you to be, I don't know, I just feel like it's so wrong the way he treated her and the way he lied. And it be the most fucked up ones, the ones that really don't have shit to offer, but they feel like I'm done with my rant. I'm just.
And not only did he send topless pictures, she's sending Jasmine screenshots of where Gino is making fun of her, calling her crazy, talking about how she gets so explosive when he brings up the ex. And that was done right next to her while she was taking a nap. Let me tell you something.
You
got the right one, because Jasmine stormed off.
Oh, that would have been a fight. That would have been an altercation.
Right there on that beach.
Police would have been called. And then I was like, and you lock him up because he over here sending, I don't know if that's a crime over there, but in Panama, but damn it, in the US, that's a crime, motherfucker.
Let me tell you something. All I know is Hanson went back in that place. Jasmine went up in there too. I am scared for you, Hanson. Okay?
I agree.
I am scared for you. But whatever happens, sir, I feel like it's well deserved.
Okay.
Get 'em, Jasmine.
We make our way over to Colombia and we see Mike and Ximena. Basically, she's being walked into this beautiful, beautiful restaurant. I don't know if y'all can see the view in the background, but I wanted to make sure that I got that because I'm like, well, damn, I want to go eat there. just for the ambiance of it all.
Yeah.
So Mike has the place beautifully, beautifully decorated. I can only get so much, but as you can see the balloons, it looks like you would have thought he proposed on Valentine's Day. It was all the hearts.
I was gonna say it looks very Valentine's.
Red. But it was super, super beautiful. We also see Ximena in her black because we know that is her favorite color. So, and yeah, and no, he's just basically taking the whole family out, which I was telling Nels off camera. I bet they were like, damn, this is a nice dinner. Like, and he paying, they over here, they ordering the salmon, the sword.
They ordering big shit
right
on his dime and love and look, and they
right
loving every minute of it. Okay.
Of it. But I thought this was a really dope moment from Mike. Ximena talks about, basically she hopes that he keeps the things that he's learned while they're with her, and he continues to do that when he returns back home. And he kind of reassures her, like, yeah, I'm not going to go back to being a slob. I'm going to work on, being a better person when I get back to the best version of himself, as he said. Now, I will say shout out to one of the commenters. And I can't remember your screen name right now. I'm so sorry. But shout out to the commenter that was like, I have ADHD, and no, Mike is just nasty.
Yeah.
So basically, it was confirmed what we already thought. ADHD does not give you excuse to be nasty.
What I like about this scene was he does not even live in this country. He does not know shit in this country. He is using a translator app, and he made all these efforts to find this restaurant with this beautiful view, to get it decorated beautifully. He got a cake. Yeah. He got a cake. He asked them to bring out the ring with the cake. He made a lot of effort here in another country with, the only resources that I know of that he has was his phone and his money. Okay. But, he had to do a lot of, I would think that he had to do a lot of research to make this happen. And yeah, I thought it was beautiful. The family loved it. The family thought it was beautiful. And he proposed, y'all. And, Ximena said yes. And,
we didn't know for a second because she was crying, but I took the crying as like, it looked devastating. It didn't look like a happy cry. It was a little.
I know. It was hilarious. At one part, he was telling her, talking, real sweet about her. And she's like, okay, like, all right, you doing too much. Like, don't take it too far. Like, you exaggerate, nigga. Right. But I thought it was beautiful. I love this. I love this scene. I thought it was beautiful.
Yes. Go ahead, Mike. You're better than Hanson. You're better than Hanson right now.
Good job, Quasimodo.
Mr. Magoo to you. Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
We see our boy Benjamin and question mark. Because we know Mahogany.
She thinks she's funny.
It's really some guy named Bob who lives in Idaho. And
I thought it was Tom. I thought it was Tom.
Tom is in Detroit. Whoever he wants to be is not Mahogany.
Jesus Christ.
Not who it is.
Why is she an ass?
Because as I told Nels off camera, this man, outside of, we do see, he may have a lazy eye, but outside of that, he is very fit and fine for 52. And he seems too smart to be this stupid. Especially when it's happened before. So as I have cited in previous reviews, the definition of someone who is insane is Benjamin. Go ahead. Read his love story.
You know what, Trace?
I'm just saying.
So basically, Benjamin is going through his thoughts and his emotions, discussing how he feels betrayed. And, he's angry and sad that this bitch was a no-show. Which, I'm not going to lie, we all expected. We expected Mahogany not to show up. Okay? No, and he sends her some message about, it's a story about a runaway train. Apparently, the people on the train are in a panic because this train is about to turn a corner with the wheels coming off, and the girl winks at him and he tells her let's dance, and I don't know, at the end of it he sends a message to her, let's just dance. What I got from the story was, I guess with everybody in a panic and all this shit going on around you, it's just us. Let's just live for us. We can't control everything around us. I guess maybe talking about the father who, doesn't think that he's there for the right reasons, I guess. And basically, let's just live for us because we can't control that shit. And it's our love that matters. That's what I got from the story. I don't know if that's what the fuck he meant.
You know what I got from that story? Stupidity.
Shut up, Tris. What?
I said I got from that story stupidity, but go ahead.
Anyways, so he gets on the phone with his little friend Jason, and Jason was nice, but seemed like he really
didn't directly say stupid, but he said
he basically wanted to tell him he's stupid. He's like, don't you think this bitch is a catfish now? Like, what is the holdup? Why are we having this conversation, sir? And he's just like that. He feels like the connection is just too strong, and that she's just scared. He lets the friend know that he is going to
continue to be stupid.
No, that is not what I was about to say. What is it? Bartolo? I don't know.
Bartolo? Bartello or something like that.
Bartello. Okay, Bartello. And he's going to send her a message to meet him at the restaurant. So this part was extra stupid to me. Because if she's not responding to you, has not been responding to you, why are you traveling to a restaurant to sit in a restaurant by yourself in hopes that she's going to read this message and show up for you now? And wouldn't even show up at the goddamn airport. I don't know. Sometimes bitches just show up for free meals. So you never know. I don't know. You got anything, Tris?
Stupid.
So Caleb and Alina.
I'm going to let her have this one because she just can't wait. She can't wait.
I can't wait.
In this moment, I'm going to just let y'all know, even though I think that, she might have some racial issues or prejudices or whatever. My heart went out to her in this moment because I don't think anyone has ever kept it this real with her. And I don't think she was ready for it. Go ahead, Nels.
So Caleb and Alina, they're out to dinner. They're having a conversation. They're clearly both sad to leave. Caleb wishes that, they could extend their trip. And Alina is just pressing the answer before she leaves. She's basically like, she feels like she's been patient and he's being very vague about their relationship or lack thereof. Okay. And she's basically asking him, are you afraid of commitment? Like, what's going on? And he's like, well, it's more so finding the right person. And I'm trying to make sure that that person is you. She keeps on pressing him. And Caleb basically, explains to her that he wants to make sure that, he can be the person to give her and be everything that she needs as far as being her aid. Now, all this season, me and Tris have expressed how we respect his honesty and respect how
his emotional maturity.
Exactly. His emotional maturity. And I feel like what he said and how he said it was not disrespectful at all. She was pressing for an answer. He gave her an answer. Of course, she did not like it, but I feel like it was still respectful. I love the fact that even with cameras around, because I feel like a lot of people would be afraid and worried about saying something like this.
They look on TV.
But, yeah, exactly. But the fact that, and I feel like it's a valid concern because this is a huge responsibility. But even with cameras around, he still expressed in a respectful manner that I want to be sure that this is something I want to get myself into. Of course, Alina did not take it very well. You don't love me. You don't care about me.
Why
you
wouldn't
love
you
somebody?
if you love me enough, you would take me and girl.
Basically, bottom line, she was like, yes or no. He was like, I feel like there's nothing more for us to talk about. Why can't all men be dishonest? I understand. Like, it sounds fucked up, but that shit is sexy. I'm not physically attracted to this man, but I'm attracted to. That shit is sexy as fuck.
That honesty, that level of honesty, even if it hurts your feelings. Yeah.
Even if it hurts your feelings. Because you ain't got shit to worry about. You know that motherfucker gonna tell you the fucking truth.
Right.
You ain't gotta question shit. I love it. I am so here for Caleb.
Yeah, Alina was really in her feelings. She stormed off. And I mean, Caleb was like, I'm, make that next left. You know what I'm saying? Don't miss the turn. But he was like, you're being dramatic right now. Like, even in that, he's like, I'm not about to do this with you. Like, I'm not about to play these love games. Like, you asked me for an answer. I told you what it was. And he was like, and honestly, if I would have had more time, or if you were living in America, but us having they only been alone for 3-4 days, because Elijah was there the whole time. So I understand what he means, because he got to see when Elijah left how much she really needed him. Mm-hmm. And I think that might have been what was a turning point, because he no longer had Elijah as a crutch. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hats off to you, Caleb, for keeping it real, keeping it honest. More men need to do it. So here we are with Memphis and Hamza. Memphis and Hamza wake up after a day of her being a little stressed out and on edge, because Hamza doesn't plan well, as we know, and they didn't make it to the embassy in time to get their marriage papers. So basically, they get up. Clearly, they did the nasty last night. She's had too much to drink. She lets us know in the confessional that he came to win last night. He was not playing no games, okay?
Came to win, huh?
Came to win.
Came to win, came to conquer, huh?
He said, fuck the bronze, fuck the silver, I'm going for the gold. Hats off to Hamza. Because the way she demeaned the hell out of you the first 5 episodes and talked about how your D wasn't nothing, I guess you had no choice but to redeem yourself. Mm-hmm. Damn sure would have told us if it was bad. So basically, they go off to get their marriage papers. Or no, they actually go out to get something to eat. She's talking about how she wants fish, chicken, and steak. And then he's like, steak, and she's like, cow, ma. I said, these motherfuckers can't be this stupid. They can't.
Oh God.
But basically the meat and potatoes of this scene, as they're sitting down eating, he does call her fat. Low key. He's like,
he likes fat women. Technically, she called herself fat.
And then she's like, oh, so I'm okay because I have big boobies and I'm fat. And he's like, yeah.
See, she technically called herself fat.
Well, anyway, so I'm not going to touch on that. So therefore, she decides she wants to sit down and have a conversation with him, and lets him know that she wants him to sign a prenuptial agreement. She has to do this through a translator. What he claims he understands what's going on, but when he does understand or it gets translated, he's like, well, why don't you trust me? Why would you think that? And she's
why do you think in a bad way? I don't think in a bad way.
That's the Memphis
voice. I hate her fucking voice. Oh my God.
It is annoying. But no.
Basically, he feels insulted, basically. And she's just like, he's like, you don't trust me? And she's like, no, like, it's not that. Shit happens. And
I gotta protect my kids.
she realizes that he's not like he's irresponsible, and he lied about his age, so she wants to protect herself, protect her kids. But you would think that she would just call off the wedding.
That's what I told Nels. If it's really that important, why are you marrying him?
What I love though is at the end of this season, I'm sorry, not at the end of this scene, Hamza's having his own fucking doubts. All this, if you don't do this, we ain't doing this. If you don't do this, we ain't gonna be together. Bitch, who the fuck is you?
Yeah, I think Hamza may be getting over this fantasy world. He's like, yes, she's American. She may do some freaky stuff that I ain't seen before, but it ain't worth all this. I know Nels wants to go ahead and sing his damn praises, so I will let her, but I'm gonna just say, I think as women, we've all been in that place and space, or at least some of us have, where motherfucker has told you something very clear, made it very clear how they felt, and you just hope that they will change their mind. Because granted, I would be the type of bitch, honestly, to take a flight out earlier after you piss me off like this. Why even say the extra day? You already said we're not going to be committed. I would have been like, okay, thank you. And I would have did. But if I thought that there was some hope that you would change your mind, that would make me stay.
I felt like he was pretty clear.
You're such a dick. Well, go ahead.
So their last day, they are going on a ferry ride, and they're just saying, oh, I just want to enjoy this. I just want to enjoy the ride. And of course, Alina can't let it go. She's like, yeah, I want to enjoy this, but we can't just ignore what happened last night. Of course, she wants to talk about it more. And of course, he's telling her the same shit. So, they get back to the room later that evening. And I thought it was funny because I don't feel no type of way now that I know she's a racist bitch. So I can laugh at her ass. Her ass was walking around with her little wannabe sexy lingerie while Caleb was sitting on the floor. I don't know if he was meditating or praying or what, but he kept his eyes closed, not paying this bitch no motherfucking mind. Just like this. Didn't help the bitch climb up on the bed, no nothing. Act like he ain't even noticed the bitch was there. Okay. She got on the bed. He's like, look, can we talk? And she's like, yeah, fine. If you got something you want to say. And, he's basically saying like, he feels like she really deserves the truth. Like the real deal truth. I thought he gave it to her, the night before, but apparently there's more that needs to be said. Because Caleb feels like
he needed to go deeper because she kept asking, like, I don't understand. And I think for him, he was like, what don't you understand? So now I'm gonna have to break it down so it can forever be broke.
So he lets her know, that he does care about her and he is glad that he came, like, to meet her and see what she's like in person. But, this is all new to him. And he's not used to dating little people.
That's what he said. Words.
Yes. He's a very independent person. And, it scares him to think of a relationship like this long term. So, of course, Alina felt some type of way.
For your ass.
Basically, this is not what he wants he's not sure if this is what he wants for the rest of his life, to have to take care of someone and help someone so much is basically what he told Alina. And I loved his response because Alina was like, oh, I thought you were different. And he was like, I thought I was too. And you know what? And the reason why I can respect it so much is because they were video chatting and talking over the phone, and Caleb actually did not realize just how small Alina was. I think maybe he thought like she was just like a regular, like, small person. But Alina is actually smaller than that. So he didn't realize that she needed all this extra help, because a small person really, I mean, they may need help with some things, but I'm sure that they're pretty independent. So I think that's initially what he thought. And when he got there, he's noticing this is not really what I meant to sign up for. I wasn't trying to sign up to take care of someone. I want to be in a relationship with someone. But
yeah,
I wasn't trying to sign up to have to do this for the rest of my life. I want to be independent. I want my partner to be independent. And I love the fact that he has no problem expressing that. And the fact that he said, I thought, that I was different as well.
That's a lot.
He didn't know what he was getting himself into. So he basically, tells her like he can't commit to her. And that was the end of that.
Yeah. Poor baby was hurt. She was out here.
So Memphis and Hamza are on their way to the embassy. And Hamza got an attitude, y'all.
Yes, he do.
He got an attitude. And
you see this John B looking face over here? That's his attitude face.
Are you talking about the one with this one in front of the car, by the car?
Yeah. He's giving me, don't listen to.
Listen to. I know that's what the fuck. Well, unfortunately, he got an attitude because he's been listening to everything that fucking Memphis was saying, okay?
And Memphis, I really don't like the way she demeans him at all. I think it's really disgusting. I understand that he may be immature. I understand, but she says something to the effect, she's asking, I'll let you get into it and then I'll get into her.
Oh, I mean, you could have. It don't make a difference to me.
Well, they go get the marriage papers. They go to the embassy. They get the papers, just to make that short and sweet for y'all. As she's in the car and she's like, oh yeah, we're supposed to be happy. Hamza was already feeling some type of way. So basically she's like, why aren't you don't have the attitude that I expected you to have? And then she's like, well, let's talk about the wedding and how much money is the wedding going to be? And how much money do you need from me? And do you have any money to put into it? Are y'all already exhausted? Because I was. And then she goes,
we didn't even get to the savings.
She's like, or are you just broke? I said,
he's like, just stop. Please.
He says,
please
look,
stop.
For somebody who don't understand English that well, he understood that shit.
Yeah.
All I know is
he even said that
they do make it over to America, I don't have them lasting because she's going to treat him like a child.
He said that she makes him feel weak. And so I don't know if it's and I'm only saying this because of these shows, the before the 90 Day shows, American women compared to people in other countries, right? I don't know if this is like an American woman type of thing where when you're feeling some type of way or you want to ask a question you need to know the answer to, rather than trying to find a respectful, nicer way to say it, it's like they feel the need, or like it makes them feel good about themselves to say it in a condescending, demeaning way.
Thank you. That's the words I was looking for.
And that's what she was giving. That's what she was giving.
That's exactly what she was giving.
I don't want to touch on, I have my own thoughts, but I don't want to touch on her past relationships because she didn't talk about it that much and I don't know. But this relationship I don't see lasting. I love the fact that Hamza is, he's immature. He is immature, but he's much younger than her. And he's smart enough to see that she's being demeaning and she's being nasty to him, and he ain't signing for that shit. And I really feel like he didn't do shit to deserve it, to be quite honest. But you're the one that wants to marry a child, okay?
Woo.
So
that part. So Mike is getting ready to leave. I thought this was so cute. Little Juan David was like, Mike, I'm going to miss you. And I was like, oh, and I just had to get a clip of that because he just looks so cute. And that really is, now that I'm looking at his face, that really is her twin.
I felt some type of way. Why he only gave Harold something as a gift?
He probably got another gift for Juan David. We probably just didn't see it. I would hope. But
okay, I'll give you that.
They go off to the airport, and Ximena's like, so when we get married, boo, so I can get my papers. Like, she's already on it. I can't wait to be by your side.
Oh, she did not say it like that. Damn, Trees.
No, she knew how to finesse it. Oh, I just wait to be near you. Oh, Mike. I No, and that bitch about to have a fiesta as soon as he stepped foot on that plane.
You an idiot.
Let's keep it 100, okay?
Oh my God.
And Mike's like, I'm going to work really hard. So, we can he's like, I'm going to try to come back in a month or two so we can get married. I can start the process for the spousal visa. And yeah, that was pretty much Mike and Ximena. Anything to add?
He did say that, he trusts her, but he's nervous about leaving her alone because he's nervous they might grow apart. I don't believe that bullshit for 1 second. I think he does not trust her.
I was going to say that. That sounds like you just don't trust her.
That's the vibe I got. That's all I want to add. I don't believe he trusts her. And quite honestly, I don't think he has a good reason to. So I'm gonna let you have this one. Go ahead, Tris.
Okay. So y'all see the caption, right? Benjamin.
You ain't hesitate at all. Okay.
And Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, or Mike, whoever the hell this is supposed to be, because it ain't Mahogany. Anyway, so we see oh boy, Ben. You know what, Ben? You know what you keep reminding me, what keeps popping me in my head? That Michael Jackson song that he used to sing to that rat. Maybe you need a pet rat as your friend. Maybe that's what you need. Ben, the two of us need look no more. We both found what we were looking for. I'm just saying. Maybe that's what you're looking for, is a rat as a friend.
You know what?
Ben texts old girl, Mahogany, supposedly. And he said, I'm coming to San
That was your ass. Shady bitch.
He said, I'm coming to San Bartolo. And she finally texts back and is like, San Bartolo is very far. Now, to Nels's point that she made, this motherfucker done been on a plane for 9 to 11 hours to get to you, to meet you for the first time. You stood him up day one. He's went 30 minutes further and took his bags and everything. I had to point that out to Nels. Only for you to say that's far. So this is what really made me mad. And I've never even been a server. But I'm the type of person, I won't even go to a store and ask to use the bathroom if I'm not buying something. Right? So the fact that he sat down here and asked for a glass of water at this restaurant, what is it? But what's the name of it? Manula.
I don't think I wrote it down. La. I don't know.
We'll remember it later. But anyway, he sits down at the nice little, restaurant or whatever that the cab driver or Uber driver or whatever they got out there recommended for him. And he basically sits there and he waits. And then he says, well, if I wasn't going to show up or if I was going to be late, I would at least call or text. He still hasn't heard from Mahogany. Y'all see the Mahogany. And to the point where the waitress comes back over and she's like, are you going to order something, bruh? Because you're sitting here drinking our water and stuff. And, You need to go.
You are the worst.
You need to go get you a pet rat or a bunny or something. You got kids, but clearly they not enough for you. You need to go do something. I don't know. But clearly finding and meeting people on the internet is not your...
Alina is in the room, with Caleb. She got a little attitude, talking about, oh, I think I just might leave the gifts. Caleb is so unbothered, and he's like, okay, if that's what you want to do.
You can leave.
No, of course. Of course I'll take the gifts. Bitch, why are you playing these games? Okay.
Games. And you can see that he's not here for it because I just happened to catch the picture where he's low-key flickering her off as he's having a conversation with her. And yeah, I mean, I can always put my hand on my head, but I never think to put my middle finger up in the process unless I meant to.
What I love about Caleb is he said, their deep connection that they have is not going to change his reservations that he has. So basically, that nigga made his decision and he is sticking to his motherfucking guns, okay? And, Alina's just like, I wish that he could have seen past my disability, after 13 years of being together. But in reality, you guys were just talking on the phone and FaceTiming, for that long. And it's really not the same. It's really not the same. So she feels like, when she gets back home, she could be losing her potential man, losing her best friend. And they're on the way to the airport. They're leaving to go to the airport. I thought it was sweet that Caleb is like, we got a long ride. Why don't you scoot in closer to me? And they're like cuddling in the car. So he clearly does give a damn about this woman. It's a lot. And I mean, it's a lot. Basically, he's just like, this space that they're about to take, or her going back home, him going back home, they just need space to breathe, and this is going to be good for them. But he tells her, look, I don't want you to disappear on me. She's just like, I don't know, I'm not going to make any promises, bitch. Don't act like you're a prize to be won, bitch, because once Caleb get back home and get to some other coochie, bitch, he ain't gonna be thinking about your ass.
Which we all know he gets a lot of. As he said, he's been with over 100 women.
I think, it's just like that, though. It's just like that. When you spend so many days, off to yourself, secluded with this person, you start feeling some type of way. Even he's like, that he's worried that like he's in his head too much and he might feel like he made the wrong choice or whatever. When he get back home to reality, bitch, he might not even recognize you, bitch, when you text or call his ass. Okay, who the fuck is Alina? Bitch, who the fuck is this? The fuck? Somebody gonna have his head fucked up for real when he get back home.
Yeah, I will say I think that he's done. I think that he's trying to convince himself that he'll have some regret. But as Nell said, I think that once he gets back home and on his own, and when he starts dealing with women who can be independent and don't need him for as much, he's going to maybe be grateful, or maybe he really does love her that much, and he'll reach out to her and try to continue something. But I don't know if it'll ever be serious.
I think it'll be platonic.
Outside of them communicating,
I think it'll be platonic.
Yeah. Y'all, they saved the best for last.
Yeah, they did.
Jasmine.
So,
ladies, and she read him for filth, y'all. She read hands for filth. Go ahead, Nels.
So she goes back inside of the room that they're staying in, which I must say, the area that it's in is freaking beautiful. Regardless, okay. He tries to apologize and she flips the fuck out. She does not let him apologize. She starts cursing his ass out. And he's like, oh, I was just trying to show her how hot you were. And she's like, nigga, I was laid up next to you trying to take a nap, and you talking about how crazy I am and explosive I was, and I'm the crazy Latina. He's oh, it was a joke. It was a joke. She's like,
I love it. You're laughing out loud. He was not here.
I need a new room. She said, I need a new room. This level of stupidity I cannot deal with. I said, well, goddamn, Jasmine. She done threw trees. I see you got a picture of the goddamn toothbrush on the ground.
And then he's like, what is that? What is that you threw outside? And she's like, garbage.
Basura.
And you should see him. He looks so garbage. He looked so hurt that she threw that toothbrush out. I said, if you don't get that $10 CVS toothbrush out my face.
You gave him more credit than I did. She also found out, y'all, that
he's a trick.
Nigga was paying for sugar babies.
He's a trick.
It was before they met, but you know what she said, and I love what she said. She said, I am not interested in a man who has to pay for sex or company.
Okay. And
she
one
said,
thing
you
I
are
will
lonely
say,
and
called it.
She said you are lonely and depressing from Michigan. This bitch was going in. She was going to fuck in.
So I wanted to point out that and give Nels her props, because she did say in earlier reviews, and I was set on the fact that Jasmine was after what she could get, but she actually, as Nell said, really liked this motherfucker, was really in love with him, and she made it a point to let him know that. Like, that I mean, the best thing that you will ever have. I actually loved you. She was not, yes, she liked it. She couldn't have a broke person, but she was not.
Yeah, she said, you're about to lose the only person who truly loved you, is what she said.
Yo, funny looking handsome ass.
And apparently, so we were all under the impression that her ex was bad. And apparently,
when he said that,
she said, I thought my ex was bad. She said
he was an appetizer.
Let me tell you something. The shit that came out of Jasmine's mouth, Jesus. I think at one point Gino was like, if you can't be respectful, she said, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
No, what blew me is he was like, well, didn't your ex cheat on you or something like that? She was like, no, motherfucker, this is about you. You are not going to make this and try to make it seem like you're better or somehow the dumb bullshit that you've done is above what my ex-husband has done to me. It was at that moment.
They tell you, don't tell your new nigga or love interest what the fuck happened with your ex.
In that moment,
they'll feel like, I
he
just need that up a little bit better than that.
Honestly, he would have got cut for me. I'm already mad at you. You're already in the wrong. And then you have the nerve to come at me. Yeah, that wouldn't have like you have a leg to fucking stand on. Oh no, that wouldn't have worked out. Yeah. So basically we see Jasmine and Gino. Yeah, it's not looking good. She said, you will never see me again. And then I love it. The best part of it was she's like, I am so happy I took that birth control. Can you imagine me being pregnant by a nasty motherfucker like you? That's basically what she said.
You know what though? And she
deserved after the sugar baby shit of the week. That was the read of the week.
After the sugar baby shit, she was like, that if she wanted to get a sugar daddy, she was like, look at me and look at you.
I would get the sugar daddy of sugar daddies.
Of sugar daddies. She's not lying.
That's some lonely motherfucker.
Jasmine is back.
Michigan. It was great. Again, it was the read of the week, y'all. It was great.
And apparently, next episode, we get to see Gino's motherfucking hat. Because Jasmine came in there and snatched that bitch the fuck off.
She wasn't done yet. She did a whoop whoop. Turned her ass around and said, oh, I'm not done yet. If you hurt me emotionally, bitch, I'm going to hurt you.
I can't wait. I can't
Because
wait.
I think he has like a patch of hair in the back of his head that he won't shave off. I think that's what I saw when she pulled the cap off. So not only is he's like bald up here, and then there's like a hair patch in the back, like a strip of hair in the back that he refused.
I thought it was just that he was like Megamind.
I think he has like a patch of hair in the back that's why he refuses to take. I don't know.
Okay.
Whew, yeah, it was good. And no, so we noticed that we did not see what's the girl name Ella. We didn't see Ella or Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny and Ella.
In the preview that basically Ella's like, if you don't meet me in Dubai, we're done. I'm gonna start dating other men. I'm gonna go back on this Asian and white women. I'm gonna find me another, find me another.
I felt bad when he was like, no.
And so he's really
he upset. Himself from Ella.
And then and we didn't see Usman and Kimberly, but I don't think we really needed to because we already know Usman is not here for Kimberly. He's here for opportunity. And so he got his another season of 5 minutes of fame. Kudos to him. But we all know this ain't going nowhere. And we probably got to see her kirk
Respect
out.
The game, homie.
Right? It is what it is. And now Ximena's acting funny now that Mike is back in New York. So we touch on that. It's gonna be a lot, y'all. So we can't wait to.
I didn't expect anything less.
Yeah, gotta love it. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys
for tuning in to another review of Before the 90 Days. We are at episode 9 next week, or maybe the week after that. It's episode 10, and I do believe it's the finale. So it'll be another one in our books.
The finale, Trees.
Finale. But yes, thank you guys so much for joining us. Please make sure that you like the video before you head out.
Comment.
And subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure that you are following us on all platforms. And we look forward to seeing you for the finale of Before the 90 Days. Love you guys. Have a great night.
Good night.
Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Front, back, side to side. Make sure you go like and subscribe. Hey!